everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I am doing a video, which I'm so excited to be doing, is a whole entire Lise Watier video. And these products are, Lise Watier is a Canadian brand, so this is all Canadian products. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to link their website down below, and you guys can, go through that and see if there's anything here that you like when we've gone through the tutorial. Like I said, I'm not being sponsored by these guys at all. This is just products that I love the brand. I love that it's a Canadian brand too. And I asked you guys, if you wanted to see a whole look on using Lise Watier. And a bunch of you said, yes, please do a video. So that's what I'm doing today. So let's get right into it. So there was only a couple of things that I didn't have that are Lise Watier, so I just went and improvised. I've already done my eyebrows because I didn't, when I looked at some of the pencils that they have, I didn't really like the formula of the pencil. It seemed like it would be really hard on my eyebrows, and I'm very particular of my eyebrow pencils. So I didn't purchase the eyebrow pencil. But what I did purchase was one product, the concealer. I didn't have a Lise Watier concealer, so I did purchase that. The foundation, there's a couple of different types that they have, and I wasn't sure which one. I'm kind of on the fence of which one to try. So I just asked at the store if they had like a sample size that I could try of any of the Lise Watier foundations. So she did have like a little sample for me. It just came like one of these card things that you can get, and inside they have like the little sample ones. So I just wanted to, because I wanted to try this. It's a velvet matte foundation, oil free. Now I'm not usually inclined to go to a matte foundation, but I saw somebody wearing it and it just looked really nice on them. I thought, okay, well, I don't want to go out and purchase it right now because it is they are expensive. They range from about $40 to $50 for just the foundation. So I didn't want to invest in that yet until I see how it works. So it's always nice when you can get little sample sizes. So, and then there was a powder that they didn't, I didn't really like the powder that they had. So, but what I'm going to do is when I get to the powder section, I'll show you which one I'm going to use. So to first start, I've already done my face. I have moisturizer on it. I've had sunscreen on it. So that's all prepped. So we're first going to go in with primer. And I've shown you guys this a bunch of times on my channel because I love it so much. It's the Lise Watier Illuminating Primer. It's a Luminous Fresh Cream Gel. And I don't take a lot of this. I just take like a little pump of it. About that much. And I'm applying it kind of in where my pores are. Down on my chin, up on my forehead where I have a lot of wrinkles. But this just makes my foundation last so much longer, particularly this one here. It's so beautiful. And I was quite happy when I asked you guys, I think it was, I can't remember which video it was, a few videos ago, and I asked if you wanted to see a whole Lise Watier look, and quite a few of you had mentioned, yes, please do a Lise Watier. So that made me quite happy because when I was looking at how much stuff I have of Lise Watier, because I just love the brand, just great quality products. That's why I really like them, and they're Canadian. They're a Canadian brand, so I like supporting our own country brands. And I'm just going to let that sink in. And you can tell as soon as the sun starts coming out, like we're getting more sun now. We were having quite a bit of rain, but the last few days it's been nice. It's been a lot of sun. And look at how dark these are starting to get again. And that, I mean, I'm putting sunscreen on. I really cover these up like a lot with sunscreen. So it's a bit frustrating, but we'll see how this concealer does and see how well it covers my little dark spots here. But this primer just leaves my skin so soft. And what the packaging says, so it says fresh and luminous, this cream gel glides on smoothly and melts upon contact with the skin, offering a soft and radiant glow enhanced by delicate pearls in one universal shade. So you can apply it, which I've done it, I've applied it after my moisturizer, before foundation, or for a more subtle radiance. You can put it on after your foundation as a highlighter, and can also be mixed directly into your foundation, concealer, or a day cream for a natural radiant complexion. So that's why I really like this one. It is amazing, and it does really leave my skin luminous looking, which I prefer that, luminous, like dewy glow. So I really enjoy that primer. So we're going to go in now with that foundation. And the claims for the foundation are It's like a second skin effect, natural radiance, a matte finish. And it looks, that's what the bottle looks like. And it also is oil-free, long wear, natural to medium buildable coverage. So this is not going to be full coverage. It's not going to be like filling in any of my imperfections. It's just going to leave, it's almost probably sounds like a BB cream. It's kind of what it sounds like. So it just comes like in a little packet like that. I'm not quite sure how much to use because it seems like there's quite a bit in this little container. Okay, so I'm not going to tip it because it is quite a runny foundation. And that's why when it says that it's just basically like a second skin, it's not. Usually I find with heavier, like more of a medium to full coverage foundation, they're a bit thicker. So when it's usually light and runny like this, they're going to be a little bit liquidy. And I wasn't sure about the shade. But it's not so much the shade that I'm looking for, it's the consistency and how the foundation looks and ends up blending on my skin. So yeah, the shade's probably a little bit dark, but that's okay. We will make it work. And I'm just going in. I don't have any tools or anything for Lise Watier. They do have brushes and stuff like that, but I don't have any of those. I'm just using my regular. So that is a little bit dark, but that's okay. I'll just look really, really tan today. And it was so nice. I was able to go get my hair cut yesterday. Felt like so long. When I looked to see on the calendar, it had ended up being 4 months since I've had my hair cut. And it was like, oh my goodness, it feels so much lighter. And I don't know why I'm all red down there, but that's okay. I was out a little bit in the sun yesterday, but I always keep sunscreen on. So I don't know why I'm red there. So far it's blending in really nicely. But definitely, yes, definitely like a light foundation. And I should be able to tell by the end of the tutorial. If it settles into my fine lines in here, then I know I just have to blend it in a little bit better. But I have usually issues a lot of times in my smile lines, so it's not that big of a deal. And the shade that I was using was neutral. But now that I have it all blended in, you know what? The shade match isn't too bad with my natural skin tone. I'm glad that worked out. Now it blended in really nicely. I like the finish of it. The primer kind of helped fill in these pores here. It's not a primer where it's going to fill in all of your pores. It just gives your face a nice texture, but that worked out. That's actually quite nice. I like that. That's a nice foundation. All right, so let's move in now I want to do some color correcting, and I've shown this on my channel a bunch of times. So this is the Lise Watier. It's called the Portfolio Professional Color Correcting Stick, and it's like almost like a crayon, and it's the perfect peach shade. And what I do is I just put it in where I'm really purple under here, and I run it also up along here because that purple goes right up along beside my eye, and that's just going to neutralize all of that dark pigmentation that I have under my eyes. And it doesn't dry your eye, like under your eye after you put this on, but see how that has just taken away, neutralize the color. This one especially, I don't know why this one worked out a little bit better, so I'm just going to put a tiny bit more over on this side. But I love this stick. It is my favorite color corrector. All right, I think that's all blended in now. And it is a waterproof formula, and it is long wearing. I think it lasts for about 10 hours at least, so which is pretty good for being a color corrector, because I want that dark pigmentation covered as long as I can. So the concealer that I'm trying out today, this is a first time I'm using it. So this is a Perfecting Concealer with Diamond Lumiere Complex. And then the wand, okay, so it's like a flat top. I picked the shade Sable. Okay, that's actually not bad. I thought it was gonna be a little bit darker because I do like more of a lighter concealer. And again, I'm just placing it in the dark area, and I'm going to run up a little bit here, and I'll also highlight with it, even though it's not a bright color, but I'll still highlight with it here. And just to be daring, I'm going to try and see how well it covers up these brown spots. Now it's not going to be a full coverage concealer, I can already tell that, so it doesn't really do much for the brown spots. And I think what I'll do is I'll use my fingers to work it in under my eye. Sometimes the warmth of your finger blends it in better. Okay, so that does a pretty decent job. Hopefully you can see that, you know, it has, with that color corrector, it has concealed those dark circles pretty good. Yeah, that blended in quite nicely. I like that. And what it says on the box is a silky smooth concealer that fuses to the skin impeccably, instantly camouflages dark circles, imperfections, and signs of fatigue without masking effect. The perfect combination of coated pigments, soft focus agents, and diamond lumiere complex illuminates shadows with a natural luminous finish. So I do really like how that, I was surprised. I thought it was going to be more of like one of those lighter concealers that really doesn't hide anything. But with the color, it turned out really nicely. So I'm happy with that. And with the combination of the color corrector, that did a good job. Now I think I'm going to pass on powder at this point. I usually will go through and kind of put some powder on right now. But I'm liking how that foundation is looking on my skin. So I'm going to hold off. If I do end up going to a powder, I don't have like a Lise Watier powder, but to keep it in the same family, so I've discussed this before on my channel. Lise Watier is the high-end brand for this company, and then right underneath them is a company called Marcel, and then right underneath them is a company called Annabelle, but they're all the same family in the same family company. So I do have a Marcel, like a powder that I use, and it's like a luminous powder. So I do really like this one. I use it a lot. So I want to just wait and see how this is going to turn out before I use anything. But so far I'm really liking how that foundation looks. I'm quite impressed with it. So next we're going to jump into the eyes. Now I have two Lise Watier eyeshadow palettes. This one I've shown you before. This is the Rose Nudes. It's just a 12 color eyeshadow palette. And then I also have one from Christmas. It was a Christmas gift to me. And it's the Stardust palette. And this one has a lot of like shimmer shades in it, but I love the packaging. Such a cool packaging that they have. So I think what we'll do is, I'm not sure what I want to go in with. I think I'm going to use a combination of both palettes. But first we'll go in with a transition shade. So we're going to go in with that one there. And that one is called Fresh Beige. And just using this is just a NYX number 16 brush. And I did prep my eyes just a tiny little bit with some concealer. I just put that on the top there. But what I like about this palette is the formulation blends so beautifully. And the colors are quite pigmented. Next we'll go in with this shade right here, and that is called Cashmere. And I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that right on the outer end of the eye. So next I'm going to go in, I think, with a little bit of this purpley, it's like a wine color, and that is called Pourpre. It's this one right here. So we're going to dab our brush in that, and then I also want to try out this pretty shade with a little bit of shimmer in it, that one right there, because they're quite similar. This one has a little bit more shimmer in it. So let's see how this works. And with me already putting my makeup on, I really make sure to tap my brush off really well because I don't want a bunch of fallout now. So let's just see how this, oh, that's pretty. Okay, and it's just deepening up that outer edge again. And I'm just using a circular motion, but they blend beautifully. And I just like the range of different shades in both the palettes. And then I'm going to take this darker purple right there. And I'm just going to pack that on the very corner of my eye. It's so pretty with the shimmer. And then just to make sure that everything's blended in, I'm just going in with this is the e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush. And this is just going to make sure that I don't have any harsh lines. And I wasn't going to make this too much of a glitter look today, but I want just to put something in this corner here. So we're going to go in with the shade, that gold one right here. It'll go on a little bit better, just I find with my finger. Oh my goodness, wow. That is so pigmented. Oh, oh my goodness, you guys. Wow. Okay, I didn't think it was going to be that pigmented. And that's why I put it on with my fingers, because you can see, holy smokes, how pigmented that is. That's crazy. And then I'm just going to use that same fluffy brush and just make sure that this is all kind of blended in here. I was debating because I also have a liquid glitter eyeshadow. And it's quite pretty, but I had this as a standby in case I wasn't sure how this one shimmer shade was gonna go on, but yeah, we won't do the shimmer shadow because I think I've got enough shimmer going on here. So next we're gonna go in with eyeliner, and this is Intense Waterproof Eyeliner in Blackest Black. First of all, I'm going to tight line, and this one is one of my favorites for tight lining because it is waterproof, and the color really stays all day. It doesn't smudge at all. Sometimes when I've had waterproof eyeliners, they do end up getting into like the corner of my tear duct by the end of the night. And I like tight lining, just it fills in all of my upper lashes. And you can also get away with even not even using like an eyeliner when you tight line. Just because it has filled in all those lashes, it does almost look like you're wearing like eyeliner on the top. But I'm going to be wearing some lashes today, so I want the lashes to be able to stick to something because this glitter on my eyeshadow will, sometimes the adhesive for the glue doesn't stick very well. So I just want to put a little bit of eyeliner down, just a really thin line, nothing too thick. Then for mascara, we're just going to go in with the 24 Hours Glam Mascara. Cute little packaging. And it has that kind of wand. Those ones are a little bit always concerning sometimes to me because they are really prickly. I don't know if you're putting the mascara on and you poke yourself in the eye, which is not a good thing because these are quite sharp. So that's the only thing I don't like about this mascara. So I try and be really, really careful as I'm putting it on. But this is waterproof as well. It's not going to give you the fullest lashes. It's not like a big volumizing mascara. It's a good one if you are, say, going on to the swimming pool and you want to have just like a waterproof mascara on. This is good for that one, and the wand is really good about getting right into those hairs right in the corner here of my eye. I do like the wand for that. Usually wands are very blunt and you can't get right into that corner. Yeah, see, it's not the most volumizing, but it was a whole gift set that I picked up. It was like the mascara, the eyeliner, and then there's the makeup remover, because this is sometimes harder to get off with just regular makeup remover. So this one is a really good one for making sure you can get all that off. It's called the Express Eye Makeup Remover, non-oily, waterproof, and heavy makeup. So yeah, it does a really nice job of taking off like any waterproof products that you have on your eyes. So the next product won't be a surprise to anybody. It's the bronzer. Oh my goodness. Love it. I know I've shown you guys this so many times. Beautiful. Love it. Formulation is fantastic. It just blends like a dream. Perfect shade of bronzer. And yes, I am getting hot in the room. Hence why my cheeks are really red right now. And I always make sure to run it down my neck. So far, I am really liking that foundation. That has made me very happy. That is a nice foundation. Not too much settling. It's just so beautiful. Love that formulation. Something I picked up a couple of years ago. Yeah, I think it was not last year. I think it was the year before. From when they did, because every year it's the Havana line. That's the special edition line that they come out with. So the one I picked up a couple of years ago was the Whipped Bronzing Gel. And I really like this one for, I didn't want to use it today because I wanted to really use this bronzer today. But you could actually even use this as a contour. You could just slide it under your cheekbones. So I do really like that. I still haven't completely finished it, but that is a really nice alternative. And then for blush, I picked up like a trio that it's a bronzer and a blush and a highlighter. Obviously, I'm not going to be using the bronzer part of it, but that is a really nice bronzer as well. But I am going to go in with this blush. And then there's a highlighter in the center, but I have another highlighter trio that I'm going to use. So we'll just quickly stick this on. But again, this is a really nice color. And then it also blends really pretty onto your skin. Very pigmented for a blush. And what I also love about Lise Watier is just the packaging is so beautiful. It's just amazing packaging. Very sleek. All right, so this is the highlighter palette I was telling you about. So there's a nice gold shade, a nice rosy shade. So I think today what I'm going to go in with is kind of have more of a goldy tone going today, I think. So we'll go in with this one here. And this one, it's not a blinding highlight. It's a nice subtle one, but you can build it up if you want more of like a blinding highlight. And I like how it gives you that option of having the two different colors, because there's days where sometimes you want like a rosy toned highlighter, and sometimes you want a goldy, and it depends on also your skin tone of what looks good on you. So I'm just taking another little brush, and I want to do the very corners of my eyes. So I'm just dipping it into that gold shade. And so for the lips, we're going to go in with, it's a Velvet Liquid Lipstick. And I have this in the shade Sweet Kiss. That's what the one looks like. And what I like about this one is I don't need a lip liner. It's quite a pointy end that I can define my lips. And what I really appreciate about this lipstick is it dries down matte, which I usually like to have a little bit of more like a satiny shine to my lips. But this one is so soft on my lips. It doesn't stick, and it's not drying. I've had some liquid lipsticks that are extremely drying, and oh my goodness, like the next day my lips are still like just really dry feeling. This one doesn't do that, and the color lasts incredibly long. I am so surprised when I've worn this quite a few times, and by like the end of the night when I'm going to take my makeup off, I can still see, I mean, of course I've had something to drink, and I've had, food to eat and stuff. So right in the center here, it'll be a little bit worn off, but all around the outer edge, it is still there, basically just like how I've just put it on. So I love this formulation. It is phenomenal. And I do want to put just a tiny little gloss right in the center. So this is the Lise Watier. I got this at Christmas time. I loved it because it has a little light up wand. Hopefully the camera can see it, but it's just, I love it. See, I know it's gimmicky, but the formula is really good, and I like the color to it. So I'm just putting a little bit on the center. And one of my favorite go-to lipsticks, if you like more of a bullet lipstick, is this one here, and it's in the shade Brioche, but it's just like a tube lipstick. Love the shade. It's a nude shade, of course. But yeah, it has a huge shade range, so if you do like more just like of a bullet lipstick, I highly recommend this one. Now another product that they had, I believe it was last year, is it's a Havana shimmering body oil that I picked up. And this was so nice to use. Say you have like a bit of a tan on your body, your arms, that sort of thing, and maybe you're going out. I mean, I know that we're not going out a lot right now, but this does last for a while, and it's, I mean, quite liquidy. It is an oil, so I'm just putting a drop. I'll just show you kind of like the color, but it's a beautiful oil that blends in. It's not too greasy. Hopefully you can kind of see, and it does give off like a nice shimmer shade. So if you are, you just want to put it up here on your upper body, say you have like an open top or sleeveless top, that sort of thing, and you just put this on, oh, it looks amazing. I love it. And one of the last products I'm going to show you, so this is one of the items that's like a special edition for this year of their collection. So it's the Havana, just like basically a perfume, like a spray. But you guys, oh my goodness, the scent, I couldn't believe how beautiful the scent was. It literally smells like summer. Like, look at the packaging. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. And I wish you could smell it through the camera, because it smells, just let me. It has hints of like a lemony coconut smell. Oh, that smells so pretty. And a little bit of like floral to it. Oh my goodness. And I'm not usually a big perfume person. I have like a couple that I wear. I don't even wear them every day. But as soon as I smelt that, oh my goodness. So I did have to get that for along with the bronzer. That was my items for this year. So that is it. That is the whole entire Lise Watier line that I have, that all the products that I have. They have a whole bunch of like skincare products. I want to start getting into a little bit more of their skincare products as well. But like I said, they're a high-end brand, so these aren't cheap products, but the quality is amazing, and that's why I love the whole brand and the whole line. I hoped you enjoyed this. I'm very impressed with the foundation. I think that that turned out so well, and really it's been a couple of hours now. Yeah, it's been about 2 hours since I started filming and since I started putting the foundation on, and really there is very minimal settling into my fine lines. That in part is also due to the primer. That primer does an amazing job. So I am really impressed with how the whole look turned out. And this was without any powder. I didn't use that, end up using that powder. I actually am liking the matte. How, you know, I'm not usually one to kind of go towards a matte, but this one does leave me a little bit more luminous than other matte foundations. So I really am happy with that. And I mean, can you kind of see that I kind of had some hair cut off? It's this is quite short for me. I was just seeing it in the viewfinder there, but yeah, I forgot to show you guys. It's a little bit shorter than I usually have it, but you know what? It's been 4 months since I went and got my hair cut. And what I'll do is, I know it's really hard for my viewers that aren't Canadian. I'll leave the Lise Watier website in the description box for you if you just want to, you know, check it out, go browse around in there and see what what things you would like. But like I said, it's a beautiful brand. I love it. So before you head out, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and become a part of my little world here on YouTube. I love getting new subscribers. It's so nice when I see those new comments in my when you guys leave me new comments, so I can always tell you're new subscribers. So thank you very much for that. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm so happy you could join me. And don't forget to hit the little like button to show me that you like this sort of content. And leave me any comments down below if there's other brands that you guys want to see. I have a couple of brands lined up that I want to do. Just like how many do I have? 1, 2. I'm going to do 3 different brands. Just like a strictly that is the brand. I know I've already told you about e.l.f. Hopefully I'm going to be having e.l.f. filmed within this next couple of weeks. And I also have 2 other brands that I want to do. So just let me know in the comments below if there's other brands that you enjoy, and I can certainly try and see if I can work that for you. So as always, everybody, I hope you have a great week and a great life, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!